Yes, 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 yes. Hello, hello, hello. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa 914, Westchester County, New York. Doing another live video real quick. Real quick. But it's not going to be that quick. And I understand that a lot has been going on these YouTube streets. And I have been a part of the fuck shit, the fuckery. And I understand that I took part in a lot of confusion. And I'm not gonna make no excuses. I'm not gonna make any excuses. I have to take responsibility. I have to take responsibility for what I do and for what I say as an adult. Regardless of how I feel, regardless of what I was going through at that time, I must take full responsibility. And for anyone that I have offended or have hurt or embarrassed on this YouTube streets, my name is Arabia Barbosa, and I humbly, openly apologize fully. I apologize if I have caused any kind of confusion or fuckery or any kind of bullshit or any kind of trouble. I am truly sorry. I cannot take back the words I spoke. I cannot undo the deeds that was done. And like my adoptive mother used to say, everything that is done in the darkness comes into the light. But I thought I was being open with everything. I am an emotional person. I do too much. I talk too much sometimes. Shout out to the chat. I make my mistakes. I'm human. No one is perfect on this app. No one. And no one is perfect in the world. I'm not God Almighty. No one is. Shout out to the chat. But I want to humbly and openly apologize to anyone I have hurt or embarrassed on this app. Even right now, I'm still fighting with my own self because I was allowing myself to be consumed not only with YouTube, but with the things that's happening in the world. See, my two worlds were colliding. I remember not too long ago, I was at my job, and one of the co-workers, and this is a young man I don't know, I've never met before. He commented on the hat I was wearing. I was wearing my Patriots baseball cap. Not minding, not fucking with nobody, just sitting down quietly to myself. I got into my bag and I told that young man, I said, I don't know you. You don't know me. We are strangers. Before you say anything about anybody, sir, please go home and take a shower. Take a bath. Learn how to bathe. Learn how to clean your clothes. Learn how to come to the job not being dusty and smelly. Before you say anything about anyone, sir, learn how to take care of yourself. He became offended. I didn't give a fuck. Because a lot of these bum ass niggas that ain't got nothing will try to make jokes or make light of what someone else is doing or I used to go through that in school. I'm not going to do it as an adult. Whether I'm drunk or clean off of alcohol, I'm not going to put up with nobody's fuck shit. Shout out to the chat. Now, I understand that there is a problem going on between Sis, Rabbit Got a Ranch, and Brown Skin Lady. Shout out to both of them because they're both my YouTube creators. Shout out to both of them for being open and honest with me. And I like both of them. So I'm not going to pick no sides with what's going on between them. Shout out to them. Brown Skin Lady, you know I love you. Sis, Rabbit Got a Ranch, you know I love you. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. It is what it is. I'm human. I'm human. I make mistakes. I go places maybe I should not go in real life and on YouTube. Maybe I should stay silent, but on my platform, I'm going to talk. And if I'm wrong about something, I'm wrong. And the way I treated Lonnie One Love, the Empress over there, I was fucking dead wrong. I was in my feelings. I was in my bag. I was blaming her for something that she has nothing to do with. Whatever my deep-seated root issues are, Lonnie has nothing to do with it, but she was close by. So she got the bullets. And everybody else that was close by, they got the bullets as well. They didn't know I was going to attack. Nobody knew I was going to attack. Not even myself. But I have to start learning how to control my anger and my emotions. And I'm 50 years old. I'm 50 years old. Shout out to the chat. But whatever wrong I have done on this app, I clearly, openly, humbly apologize. Lo siento. Lo siento means I am sorry. Now, if I was to say, lo siento no es culpa es mío, I am sorry, I feel sorry, it is not my fault. Yes, I am to blame. I am to blame for some of this fuckery on YouTube. Shout out to the chat. And I take full responsibility. I don't blame no one else. Because when those bills come into this house, it don't come in no one else's name. It comes in my name. When the police are called on me, they knock on my door. Or they get me from wherever I'm at. Shout out to the chat. But I refuse to be arrested anymore. I refuse to go through a court system anymore. I refuse to fall down on my face and cannot get back up. Shout out to the chat. It's been a long night last night. I made it through. Shout out to me. Shout out to my chat. Shout out to my subscribers, my support team, my YouTube creators. And whatever my YouTube creators are doing, whatever they're going through, Arabia Barbosa understands and she loves you. And I don't want to get in between anyone's stuff. I want to stay out of that. I try to speak well of everyone that I like. Now, if I don't like you for some reason, like I don't like Brooklyn Lady Ellie, and that's a deep-seated root hate right there. That's between me and her. I understand other people got involved with that beef, but some people stayed out of it. We got very neutral people on YouTube, believe it or not. That stuff between me and Lonnie, a lot of people stayed out of it because they knew this was just something that was happening between us. And I know I hurt Lonnie. I disappointed Lonnie. I frustrated Lonnie. Y'all don't know how frustrated this woman was with me. Been knowing Lonnie for a little bit on this YouTube app. And when we started being friendly with each other, she found little pieces here and there that said, oh my God, I should not get involved with this woman. I should not be talking to this woman. I should just leave it on YouTube. I took it the wrong way. And that has always been my biggest fucking problem. Taking things the wrong way. You know, when I was a little girl, and this is before the sexual abuse started happening, I had an older brother, and he used to bring his girlfriends to the house. And I remember there was one particular girlfriend he used to bring, and I liked her. And I was trying to tell her I liked her. I was a little girl. When that woman went to go sit in a chair, and I found out which chair she was going to be sitting in, I went and stood next to it, and I put my hand in the seat just so I can palm her ass. And I used to do that a lot to adult women. So whatever happened between me and that gentleman, the one that had sexually abused me all those years, I was a deviant way before he even touched me. Shout out to the chat. See, I talk about my sins on this YouTube app. Now, if anybody wants to hit the link, you can. You're free to do so. Shout out to the chat. I'll wait. Okay, no one wants to hit the link. I don't know where Nashawn Facts or Feelings is at, but he's good with me. He's my brother on YouTube. He's my friend. And yes, we did have our problems, our issues in the beginning of us getting to know each other. But I like to get to know people on my own merit, in my own time. Yes, way before the other bullshit in my life happened, yes, I used to palm adult women's asses. And I did not know why I was doing that. That was the beginnings of my lesbian journey. I was always supposed to have been a lesbian. Never a bisexual, never heterosexual. I never had any children. It's not meant for me to have any. It wasn't in the cards, wasn't in the plan, the grand master plan. Maybe I saved other people from having other heartaches. But the biggest heartache I'm having is for the bullshit I've caused on this app, and the confusion and the fuckery and all the troublemaking I did. Now I'm facing it now. Nobody wants to hit the link. Shout out to the chat. I see my chat, but I also know I got ghost watchers. Shout out to the ghost watchers. Shout out to those that are watching from the bushes and the trees. Yes, the German Shepherd has come out of the house, and she is barking. Yes. I'm going to close out this video. I hope everyone has an awesome and wonderful weekend. And once again, if you did not hear what I said, and those that are not here now, you will play the playback. Thank you for coming in and spending time with me and listening to this video. I just told you some of my biggest sins. Now I'm getting ready to be crucified for my sins. Oh, crucified. You're going to actually make me wear a crown of 72 thorns? Only thing you're doing is giving me the 9 dimensions of man, of society. Because I'm part of this society, whether anybody believes it or not. Way before I became an inmate, way before I picked up my first drink, I was a part of society. But I'm an outcast. I'm a black sheep. I'm in exile. I've been excommunicated, so to speak. Shout out to the chat. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, 914, Westchester County, New York, closing out this video. If anyone has any questions, any comments, please contact me directly at my Gmail address, barbosaarabia@gmail.com, or feel free to contact me on my phone. Y'all all know my phone number. I'm not going to give it out again. That's where a lot of my problems been coming at. And yes, I am going for help. Yes, I am scheduled to see a therapist once a week. And because of my work schedule, it all has to be outpatient. The only way it will be inpatient if I become a danger to myself or others. And that has to be spoken by me, by my lips, by my tongue. Shout out to the chat. 914, Westchester County, New York. We out of here. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa. Ciao. Hasta pronto. Disfruta la vida. Mi gente. Peace.